Oh, I need to sort this lighting out. Don't know where to put it. My light's rubbish in this room. I've got this little, where is it low? Is it supposed to be low? Like that. I'm trying to see my artwork as well as my... If anyone uses these, stick it things, you know when you're putting it on paper and you stick it on, it's like sellotape but sort of double-sided. I always end up breaking them because I always end up rolling them wrong and then they end up like not working. I don't know, there's a certain amount of pressure you're supposed to put it on or something, I don't know. Oh, hang on a minute. I was late because I was just on a phone call and I was just checking Finn out then as well. He was asleep before anyway. He's asleep and I was just checking on him when I came on here because I'm sort of began to fill in my design. Obviously it looks a bit weird at the minute on my bags that I'm going to be designing, painting. Hopefully they'll come out well. This is a tester. I'll have the first bag, I think. I'll test it, walk around with it, test how it wears. But I've just come on live because I can't be bothered watching telly. Mind you, is it first dates tonight or is that tomorrow? And I thought I'd just sit in, paint a bit of this in because I was just saving some of the paint. So I thought I might as well just sit here and paint. And if anyone comes on for chat, then someone comes on. If they don't, they don't. I'm getting dead hot now. Ugh, just sat in my comfies, but looking a bit beshevelled, whatever the word is, because yeah, this morning, and if you see me looking down, I'm just painting. This morning, Finn was just really hot, and hi, whoever's there. Finn was really hot. Hello. I don't think we've caught each other live, have we? He's asleep, but this morning he was all right last night, and he was in bed, and he said he didn't like the fireworks because I didn't go out for bonfire night anyway. I don't like the bangers, but he said he doesn't like the bangers. So I put him in bed, and sorry, I don't know what I'm doing with this light, and I had to tell him, I said, oh, the fireworks are just bangers and they make big bangs and it's all right. And he did go to sleep and he was fine. Woke up this morning, boiling hot, and then just, in the lethargic, lying all over me. And I thought, oh, God, here we go. Give him some Nurofen. And after about half an hour, it went down, but he was still just sat there, didn't want any of his breakfast. And then all of a sudden he got up and said, I want to play with trains. So he started playing with trains. Then he wanted to paint. So I thought, oh, he's a bit all right, but obviously he'd had the medicine. And then he went back down again, went a bit funny again, give him a bit of medicine. Told him we were going to the doctors. He said, no, not going to the doctors. As soon as we got to the doctors, he was all right again, like they always are. Taken to doctors, it's like you were lying. It was fine. I just said to him, look, take Mickey, tell the doctor that you've got, that Mickey's not well. So he walked in the doctor's and he went, Mickey's poorly. So the doctor was like, all right. And then he said, oh, I'll check your belly. And he was like, no. So I said, let him check Mickey's belly. So we checked all his, down his ears and everywhere. Like, I don't know if you saw the other video before. He was telling us, Finn was telling you. And he said it's just a bit of a viral. He said his glands are up a bit. And he's got a bit of a red throat, but it's not pussy, it's not infected. See how he goes, basically, if he needs Calpol or whatever, give him that and then see how he is tomorrow. And he was all right when he got back. We went for a little walk, went to the shop, got him the little... I'll show you actually, Kelly, because it's really cute. Don't know if you've seen these, but they are really cute. It's the way it walks. Hang on. It was this little dog from the works. I think it was a tenner. It might have gone down. It might have been something to £10, but I said I'd treat him because he's been good. And it's this little dog. I think you can get different ones. and you connect a little lead there, but it comes in like three sections because it breaks up, because obviously it's a lead, so the kids don't strangle themselves. If they're left with it, it snaps. So obviously they can't tie it to something because it will snap. But when you pull it, because it's got these little ball feet, it's sort of like, it sort of wobbles like that, like it's walking. It was really cute, and he really likes it. It was called Coco, and now I think he's called it Fudge. But it's quite nice from the works. So that's what he picked up. He was going around with the basket, putting everything in, going, I'll have that. And he even picked up a baton, one of them battens things, whatever they're called. I just get picking things out. Yeah, they're really cute. I think they've got different designs, but for the works, it's quite a sturdy dog, and it's dead soft material. But then I could have put it away for Christmas, but I thought, he's been really good and he's been poorly. I'm not the sort of mum that is throwing gifts and toys at my kids all the time. I'm not one of them. But he's had a few things this week. But he had some cars and some books the other day, but they're from the cheap shop, for £1. So I treat him to stuff like that, and then every now and again I'll get him something, because I don't spoil my kids like that all the time and stuff, because then obviously they're wanting stuff all the time. So I got him this today, and he chose this, but they are cute for Christmas presents, but I can't, it just sort of, when you pull it, because of the rubber feet, it drags, it sort of makes it go like that, so it does look like they're walking, and he quite likes it, so I got him that. But yeah, I'm hoping he'll be a bit better tomorrow than not be better, because I get paranoid. We went to the, normally, because his nana's going on holiday. Hi Hayley. Before she goes away, he's always ill, and we always end up in hospital. So, hi Joe. So, I got a bit paranoid and thought, I packed a hospital bag just in case, because I thought, I'm not getting caught out this time. I was just saying he's all right. He's got a temperature again. He's had some medicine and he's gone to bed. So, hopefully, he'll be better in the morning. You know what kids are like. But I was just saying, every time you go to the doctors, they're running around when you go to the doctors, and you come out of the doctors and they're ill again. And I kept saying to the doctor, he was really poorly this morning. But I think it's that time of year, because I just got told off a friend that she works at a school. She said loads of kids at school, all the little ones are ill at school, and all that. I'm still waiting for my tripod to come, thanks. I'm still waiting for my tripod to come. I think it'll come tomorrow, so I can show you some of my paintings. Because if you've just come on, I'm just filling in this, I know it looks weird because it's not got detail on it. I've got my bag, Kelly. I've got a couple of these, so I'm testing my designs out, because I was going to put this sort of thing on the bags, my designs. I was just having a chat with my dad before, because he goes to a gallery a couple of times a week, where it's sort of a place where people... No, he's not had chicken pox, but we were in hospital last time he was ill, and we thought it was chicken pox. But no, he's not got any spots or anything. Actually I was going to... but I'd rather him have chicken pox, to tell the truth, while he's young. Be the drawings? What do you mean, be the drawings? Oh yeah, the drawings are going on my bags, and they'll be all different. But my dad, mean day, yeah. Mine always poorly a week before chicken. I know. I think it's that time of year. Well, you never know. But a lot of people have been ill. But my dad, if anyone knows Stockport, or shops in Stockport, there is a gallery called God, this phone. I know, phone do me head in predictive text. What did he say? Just let me get this, because I said, I'll give my dad a plug, even though I know most of you obviously don't live or shop in Stockport, but I did say, just in case anyone does, because he said some people don't know it's there, but there's a place called the Vernon Mill in Stockport, near the, what's it called? I was going to say the thingy centre, the shopping centre, what's it called? The Peel Centre, if anyone knows it. Round near there, near Dunelm Mill. There's a on the 3rd floor of Vernon Mill, there's like a gallery where you can go and walk around and go in different rooms to see artists' work, and the artists are there painting and stuff. Sometimes you can just go in and have a walk around, and they have shows there. My dad is actually, his stuff is there, and his room, I can't remember what room it is now, but it's called the Secret Studio. So I started laughing and said, is it called Secret Studio? It's that secret, nobody knows it's there. And my dad's got a room in there where he sells, he's called the Wax Man. It says the Wax Man over the door, and he paints in wax. So, and he was just saying, because we're talking about art stuff, you know, because I've started sketching more now and painting, and Finn's painting as well. He said he's got some books, because I was saying, you know, them books that I've got, if anyone's seen it from the charity shop, where the vintage, using them as reference to help draw flowers and things. And I'd like an anatomy one, you know, for hands and feet and the body. Hi, Sandy. Yeah, I was just saying he's asleep. He's okay. He's still got a temperature. He's had his medicine, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll be a bit better tomorrow. Just have to sleep it off. But the only one thing about kids when they're ill, as horrible as it is, I do love having snuggle time, because Finn will cuddle you, and he sits there and tries to grab your neck and cuddles you. You only go off and play, so that's the only time he will sit still properly, even though it's not a nice situation. But yeah, my dad was saying he's got some books on anatomy, because trying to learn how to draw hands and feet, they're like the hardest thing to draw to me. And he said, oh, I've got a book, and it's like vintage, it's really old. He said, I think it was your granddad's. And I thought he meant his dad. So I said, I can't remember, was granddad good at painting, my dad's dad? And he said, no, not my dad, your mum's dad. And I do remember as a kid, my looking at some of my granddad's artwork in a sketchbook, and I think he used to draw trees and stuff. He used to paint stuff like that. Because did you see the picture of my mum? Let me just see if I can find it, because she really did look like my granddad. Oh, I don't know where it is. Where's the picture? I'm going to try and find it. Don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, it's here. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Yeah, I'm looking for this picture, like a nutcase. I'll put it next to me Nana, my mum's mum, who passed away this year. But this was my mum as a little girl. You can tell it's a really old picture, it's coming apart. And when I was in Wales the other week, she was like, oh, do you want this picture? Like she was going to, I don't know what she was going to do with it. And I said, of course I do. I love old pictures. And it is an old picture from when she was little. It's got numbers on, but I can't read it. She really looks like my granddad, because he had little sticky out ears like this, and he had like dark, thick, wavy hair like this. But that was my mum when she was a little girl, and she used to say that my nana used to brush her hair around in sausages. That's what they used to call them, in sausages. I can see Finn, and I don't think I've put pictures up of Tyler, have I? Looks like Tyler as well, but I don't know if it's the eyes or... I can see Finn in her a little bit, and I said that the other day to someone. I was like, I can see Finn in her face, and my eldest, he's not on there. I don't know if I've ever put a picture up of Tyler, but I can. Oh, Tyler's picture's down here. Let me show you the pictures of Tyler, and you'll think that Finn looks like Tyler. Hang on, I've got this thing down here. Right, these pictures, apart from one at the bottom where it looks like a mole, these are all Tyler. That looks like Finn. These are my eldest. He's 18 next month, my eldest, but they're Tyler when he was little. Different dads, by the way, so it's not because they're by the same father. But don't you think I can see Finn in Tyler and my mum. It's not even the same dad, so it must be me, but I don't think Finn looks like me. I'll just put this back. Ooh. Do you know what I mean? I don't, feature-wise, I don't think Finn looks like me. But that picture, I know, don't you think? Tyler looks like Finn looks like, so you can see a resemblance. Even though Finn's got light hair, Tyler's is like really dark and curly and his hair is long now, it's actually here. You have the same eyes and nose, do you think? Yeah, but it's just weird because them two really look like each other, I think, and they're not even by the same dad, so it must be me. I mean, obviously my hair's red at the minute. My hair's normally really dark. Naturally, it's dark. But yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I think we've got little squidgy noses or whatever you call it. So I'm running out of paint. It's quite difficult. It's not difficult to paint on this material, but it's a bit like you really have to scrub it into the thingy. So I think my hopefully my tripod's coming tomorrow. I don't know what anyone thought of and I've come on live anyway just to chat because my other bit of film on keeps cutting out. It's just easier to come on it. A very tiny what? Oh, what, a little nose? I don't know what anyone's been thinking of me trying to do my art filming, but there will be lots more coming with that. Because like I said, I've just realised at 40 what it is actually that I actually enjoy. And that goes along with my nails because I find that quite arty. My nails have chipped off, that's because I haven't got gel polish on, that's because that's normal polish. And I just couldn't be bothered doing my nails the other day. And I was going to do it today, but because obviously things have happened, that's why I came on late tonight because Finn's not been well. I've not had a chance to do it. And I need to put some gel polish on because they're looking a bit, before they break, because they're getting a bit long again because I cut them off. I'm thinking of doing them in grey and like a hologramic on one of them. I'm like, hologramic, all of them. Because I just think when I do my art videos and I'm showing you what I'm doing, it looks nicer when your nails look nicer. What made me want to start painting? Well, when I was at school, at secondary school, well, when I was at junior school, when I was at schools, junior school, secondary school, infant school, whatever, I've always been drawing. And one of my friends used to say, you used to always be sketching and messing about and drawing on your books. So I've just always enjoyed any part of like making things or sketching or drawing or whatever. So I don't know. Well, what have I been doing lately? Well, I'm just very creatively minded. I've always loved making stuff that's why I like makeup. I know it sounds mad. I like makeup because I see it as a bit of like, I don't mean painting your face, but it's a bit creative to put makeup on. I've just always messed about with stuff, and I remember I loved art class. I hated maths. I'm really rubbish at maths. But like I said, I didn't do well in my arts. I think I got a D because I was saying you're supposed to have years ago, I left school in 93, I'm 40. And when I was at school, it was something like 8 or 9 pieces of work you had to have on the wall, I don't know. But my mum chucked one of them, like she does. She likes to chuck everything. And 2 or 3 went missing. I can't remember. They got stolen or went missing and we couldn't find them. So I didn't have, say I had 5 pieces of work on the wall. So I didn't get graded well because I didn't have all my pieces of work on the wall either. So yeah, it was a bit, I was a bit gutted about that. But I don't know. It's just because I've been designing things anyway. I've been doing my journals, which I'm still doing. I haven't put the ones up I said I was putting up, but they will be going up because I've just had things going on like you do with kids and stuff. But I'm just creatively minded. I'm very easy to jump into something and then jump into something else. But I'll always be doing my journals, when I get a chance to do them and putting them up. And I think it's just because I thought I was just saying to my dad today, this is going to sound really weird, and I'm not knocking anyone who's been to art school, college, whatever you call it, university to do art, but because in my dream life, if I started again from the beginning, I would have had that work on the wall, and I would have most likely gone to college and done art. But because I didn't have the grades, I thought, oh, I can't do that, so I'll have to go and do something else. And I've said this before, so I went into childcare because I knew in childcare, I know this sounds daft, because I went on work placement. I did want to be a hairdresser. I wanted to be a hairdresser at first. And my friend at school did hairdressing. And I wanted to be a hairdresser because I found that quite creative, because I do like messing with my hair. My hair's always different and I'm always colouring it. And now I'm trying not to colour it and let the greys come through, but we'll see how long that lasts. And I wanted to be a hairdresser. I remember going to on work experience. I don't know if that's what they call it now, or even if they do it now. And I went to hairdressers. And my boyfriend at the time, I think it was the second day there, and I just got sick standing there and doing nothing. And my boyfriend came at dinner and just said, come on, don't go back. So under the influence of, I don't mean under the influence of anything, that was just like, yeah, let's not go back, let's rebel. So I didn't, got told off from school and had to go somewhere else. So they put me in a school with kids, which is only down the road from where I live now. And I really loved it. I loved the kids anyway, and I loved working with them, and the kids loved me. But the biggest side of it I loved was the art stuff I had to do or draw out for the kids or plan. You know, can be quite arty that way when you've got to plan ideas out. So I ended up going to college for three years doing childcare, and even in them courses we had to make things and do things, and I really loved that side of it. And then when I was working with kids in nurseries, I was always the one who was asked to, Janine, can you draw this out? You know, to photocopy something for the kids, I had to draw something, or could you paint this, or could you... I did a memorial thing once, whatever you call it, in a nursery in the toilets once. We had to paint all these bugs and that on to brighten up the changing area where the kids were. And I was just saying to my dad, like I said, I'm not knocking anyone who's been to art school, but don't worry if you think like me, oh, you know, I wish I'd have done that, and I wish I'd have gone to art, or whatever it is that you want to do. I'm not talking about just art, but just talking about art now. Wish I could have done this and got that grade and done that. You don't have to go to art college. You can learn off YouTube, off books, off going on little mini courses maybe at night. If there's something you really want to do, and it's because I thought, oh, I can't do it because I didn't go to college or university, therefore I can't be going around saying, oh, I'm an artist, because someone said, oh, which university did you go? Well, I didn't. It's called self-taught. And there's no wrong or right way of doing art. And someone was saying on here the other day, and I quite liked the way she said it, because she was saying she couldn't afford to go to university, so the money she did have, she saved, and she got some at first cheaper paints or whatever it is that she was learning to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be painting, it could just be sketching and, you know, doing stuff. Oh, thanks, Kelly. I try. It's just because I have a creative brain, and I don't know, but it doesn't mean you aren't. If you feel like you'd love to do something and think, oh, God, I'd love to do that, just try it. You might find you're good at sketching. Maybe you don't like painting. Maybe you like sketching and colouring in with, like, you can get these Prismacolor pencils. And I only got these the other day, and they're so much different to your normal cheap pencils because they're softer. So they blend a bit more. Or you might, like I was saying yesterday, you might like using acrylics or oils as opposed to water paints or something else. Or you might just not like painting, or you might just like painting, like I said, the colouring books. You might not enjoy drawing. I enjoy sketching as well. You might just enjoy, because it's relaxing, painting, you know, the really nice colouring books you get of just painting and shading colouring books. I saw a girl who had a colouring book, and the way she'd shaded this face, that was just a picture, just looked fantastic by the time she'd finished it. You frame your own work then when you finish. But I said to my dad, it's funny how, because I thought, oh, I can't do this anymore because, I left school, I'm too old now, I won't be able to do it now, I've not done it for so long. I know you've seen bits of my stuff, but I just thought, no. Oh, someone's wheeling the bins out. I'll have to remember before I go to bed, I've got to put the bins out. Don't think there's anything in my bins anyway. And I thought, no, I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to, because I love it, I'm just going to do it. And because do genuinely don't really watch telly that much and I get bored, I just find it very relaxing. Just find it a very relaxing thing to do. But you don't need to necessarily go to, I mean, say maybe you might be going in a job where it's illustrating or something and you need to know some things about it, but basically when you're there it's someone helping you out and showing you what to do, but there's no really right or wrong way of doing something. If someone likes your art and they're willing to buy it or whatever, then hey ho, but you've just got to sit and practice and give yourself time, even if it's half an hour, not like I've said with reading, which I've not been doing of late. I did a little bit last night, so it's just because I've been painting like a nutter. I'm just in bed and painting all the time. Well, sketching and then I want to paint it. But you just, tell you what, it's a bit annoying this. It dries out very quickly. I haven't got that far. I've only got, I'm trying to do this green hair. Like I said, it all looks weird when it's not got the detail on it before I'll have to show you before and after. But don't worry about it. And wow, where's that other sketchbook I got today? The sketchbooks, like I said, I think it was Sandy who was asking me about paints and stuff. I shop on eBay. I used to shop on Amazon. I don't. I tend to get everything off eBay these days. If you're looking for something, whatever it is you're looking for, paintbrushes, whatever, just type it in. I just scroll through. I don't really know which one's the best. I try to look at the star thing, or if someone said on YouTube, oh, I've used this, then I'll think, oh, because you get them a bit cheaper. And they do obviously sell them at Hobbycraft. Hobbycraft can be a bit dearer. But just type in what you're after. But the Works is great for, they do pastel pencils. I want to learn most medias and see which ones I'm the best at or that I really like, or, you know, don't stay in your comfort zone. But our eBay is brilliant. And the Works is fab. And I'm lucky because I live, my shopping centre, Stockport, there's Manchester and Stockport both ways. Stockport's nearer. But has the Works, but also where I live, just down the road, like 5-minute walk is the Works. So I'm in there a lot. And my friend used to work in there as well, so she gets a discount. But it's dead cheap in there. You get sketchbooks for £4, or, you know, you can just get a cheap sketchbook. Don't be scared of, everyone's always scared. Oh, the Works is brilliant for everything. I mean, it's good for kids stuff, kids crafting stuff for yourself, paints. The little dog that I got a film before, little doggy, that walks when you pull it, is a great way to start, because they sell water paints in there, but in tubes, they don't sell them in the tins. You just squeeze it out a little bit in if you get like, I've got these little ceramic bowls for putting sauces in, you can tip them in there, or a plate, because water paints are easy to clean off than most paints, like a plate or a tile, or not a tile because it'll drip off. You're going to put water on it. I'll show you some stuff that I've got, but I'll show you again. But go in there, because if you want to try something, get stuff from there, because they're quite cheap and you can test the paper out, what sort of papers you like. And these paintbrushes I'm using at the minute are from the Works. They've got everything in there. You just need to go and have a good browse round. But don't be afraid of, like, because people get very afraid of, like, oh, I don't know what to draw on my first piece of paper, and, like, scared of messing that one up. It doesn't matter, because leave your mess ups in your book, because if you do carry on with whatever it is that you're learning to do, you can look back on it in time and think, God, do you remember, I've got so much better from, you know, that foot drawing I was trying to learn. Look at my feet now, they're really, really good. I'll have to show you what I was trying to do today. Was it when I was in bed? Some foot drawing. It was someone on YouTube showing you how to easily draw a sort of, like, easy sort of foot to do, like an easy way of doing it. And it was quite easy, but I'd say some people might find hands and feet easy. I find them quite one of the hardest things. That's why you'll notice the pictures that I do, the whimsical ones are called, they're whimsical pictures. A lot of people draw them, either the hands are not there or it's just like half the body, because you don't have to draw the hands and feet. But I want to learn how to draw that, you know. I'm not in realistic life, because my pictures are not, it's not taken off like real life, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's good to try and learn. I want to learn to draw all sorts anyway. Oh, thanks, Sandy. I try. It's just if there's some sort of style you like, just try and see if you can do it. But put, like I said, put your own style with it. Did anyone see my video before when I was going on about copyright and I said about the hearts? There's hearts everywhere because I tend to put hearts and stars and everything. And I was like, I didn't actually realise there was one more place where there was a load of hearts, if anyone saw it. And I was laughing when I saw it because I thought, I didn't even notice. Yeah, I had a cardigan on with loads of hearts on and I didn't even realise. This paint is really drying up quite fast. I could see this being not expensive because you have to, I don't think you can water it down. You have to use a lot of paint on this canvas. I think it soaks it up, but I shall carry on. I'm getting hot now. Guess what else I'm thinking of doing? Hearts are also connected with law of attraction. Maybe that. Have you ever seen sometimes that I put, sometimes when I'm writing things on Instagram or Facebook, sometimes I always put 2 hearts. If you've seen the law of attraction thing with the 2 hearts, that girl has the tattoos. That's why I've got 2 hearts on it. I also picked this up, guys. Who thinks this might be a good idea? I don't know. I'm going to test it out and I'm going to see if they work, if they wash well, whatever, because I have not got a clue. Never done it in my life, but painting a picture on a t-shirt. I was thinking I could test this one out, but what I could do is when I come and do my arty videos, I could draw like, you know, this one. So that's on the front, and then because I'm calling my art series Follow Your Art, I could have a big heart saying Follow Your Art and then a picture. I was thinking of that as well. T-shirts with Follow Your Art on, and then they'll have different pictures on, but I've got to test it in the wash and everything. So there's another one I'm thinking of. I'm getting really bored of painting this hair. It's getting on my nerves. I'm only painting the hair and then I'm finishing and then I'll do a bit more tomorrow. But honestly, if any of you have ever wanted to start drawing and that, I suggest you get yourself to the works. eBay, the works. Hobbycraft is quite good. It can be dear, some things. But last time I went in Hobbycraft, I know it sounds awful because I guess it is online shopping that kills the normal shops, which isn't nice, but there wasn't as much stuff in. When I jewellery make now and again, they used to have a massive bead section, and last time I went, just, you know, when you just go in looking at stuff and just having a good nosy of what there is, there wasn't a lot of stuff, and I think obviously it's because a lot of people shop online, and I'm guilty of doing a lot of it now, but it is because I don't drive, so it's nice to support shops, but like I don't drive and I've got Finn in that, and you know, it's just a bit of a hassle for me to, well, it's not a hassle because it's not that far, but do you know what I mean? I've got to get on the bus with Finn, and I can just, when you've got kids, you know, little kids, can you imagine him running around Hobbycraft? I mean, he's quite good really, but I don't know, he'd probably be picking everything up. Exactly. I know, with kids, we'll be guilty of it because it's just easier to shop online with kids. Have you thought of designing your own oracle deck? Do you know what? I've watched people do it, designing their own oracle deck. And I'm not even going to say these words because I can't say it. I know, I have thought about it, but I've thought, oh my God, it must take a long time. But then again, me who sketches about frigging 5 sketches a day, I don't know. I guess it's a thing. I'm not saying no, because someone's asked me, a lovely lady from America. Who was it now? What was her name? I hope it's nobody on here because I just thought a lovely lady from America said to me yesterday that, I hope she doesn't mind me saying that, I should design a calendar. And I have been thinking of designing a calendar. The only thing is, it wouldn't be out for next year because I haven't really got that much time. Even though I can sketch quite a lot in a day if I put my mind to it, I'd want it to be thought about really, not a rush job, because obviously we're in November, then it's December, then it's next year. So if I do carry on with all this, which I'm sure I will, I want to bring out a witchy, magical, whimsical calendar, but it'll be out in 2019. So that's what I'm thinking. And some cards. I've got loads of things in my head. It's just about finding the time to do it and the ideas and everything. Yeah, you know, like when you get like, so it'd be a picture of my artwork and then a bit of a calendar at the bottom so you can cut it off and maybe you can frame it. So, I mean, really, if I painted some pictures up next year, I could take 12 of my favourite pictures and put it into a calendar. That could be an idea, you know, and I might look into international shipping for America and that, because I'm thinking they go off weight and stuff like that, I think. And obviously, if it was a canvas bag, I know, I reckon I reckon I'm going to do it because I've got time to do it for 2000. Obviously, I can't do it for next year because it's nearly upon us, but there's nothing really stopping me for 2019. And I'm thinking, because she was American as well and said, oh, it'd be a nice idea, this, that and the other, she actually said she got a message from Spirit saying that it was a gift for me to be doing art and making cards and stuff like that, and she would buy things like that, and she knows people who would buy stuff like that. It would be a dream come true. Maybe that's why I've started painting, because I know it sounds corny, but I do actually believe I'm here to inspire or do something, I don't know, and it's something creative. Don't know what it is. Doesn't mean it has to be painting, but I do think I'm here creatively to do something. Whatever it is, creativity will be involved in it some way. And it made me cry because it was a really nice message, and I thought it was really lovely. And right, I'm just going finding my plug. Plug. Battery's going. Ooh. Trying to reach. So, plug myself in again. But yeah, there is nothing stopping me, and I shouldn't think, oh my God, that's a big thing, because, you know, I think I should try, because I used to say, oh God, I can't post to America and stuff like that because it'll cost a bomb. And then I think, what am I thinking about? If someone wanted my artwork or a bag or a t-shirt or something like that, and they're light, so it shouldn't cost that much because they're not that heavy, but if someone wanted to from basically America and that, if they're willing to pay, I could find out what the price, if they're willing to pay the postage and packaging on top of what I'm selling it for, then I'll do it, I think. Obviously, because it's not me who's going to be paying the postage and packaging, but if they're willing to pay for it, then I guess I can send it. Can't I really? Oh, can you get a price list? What is it? I'm really stupid at stuff like this. What is it? Just like an international price list sort of thing? Did they sort of give you? I know people weigh the stuff on scales, don't they, or something? Because I'm thinking I can't just keep it to you know, just Europe or whatever or stuff, because it's not fair if people are watching anything or see something from, you know, America and they want something. Because she likes my artwork, and it's a bit like, I can't be like, no, you can't have my artwork because you're in America. It's just a case of, if you're willing to pay the price of whatever it is, yeah, you can. But I'm hoping to go somewhere with my art. I don't exactly know what at the minute because I've got that many bloody ideas in my head. But I guess that's what I was trying to say before. The more creative you get, and like I said, I'm not just talking about art, whatever in your life, the more ideas come. But you've got to really love it, because the thing is, I've always loved, I'm not just talking about painting, anything creative wise, making jewellery, making books, painting, drawing. One time I've tried everything. I've got a sewing machine. I'm sure I'll be doing something with that soon. Because because I broke the needles, and actually they're sat here. I had to order some of the month, they've still been sat on the side. These needles, because I actually slapped the needle in the sewing machine. I might be doing that in a few months, but basically just want to sell my creative things. But I had a sewing machine. God, this paint is really soaking up. I'm getting a bit tired of this hair. I've nearly finished the hair. I'll show you when I finish the hair, because it's only a bit. But this paint, see this being a bit expensive. I need bigger bottles. What was I saying then? Totally lost the plot. Don't know what I was talking about. But yeah, like I was saying before, get yourself to the works. If you think you want to try a bit of sketching, it's not going to break the bank to like get a cheap £2 sketchbook, £3 sketchbook. They go up to like £2, £3, £4. I've got a massive one for £5. That big one's £5. Sketchbook and a couple of pencils, because they sell sketching pencils there, the ones that are softer and stuff, and just testing a few sketches out. And people have different sketch styles. I've been watching. You want to go and watch a couple on here. They're brilliant. I found them the other day. They're English. They're so funny. They've got a big audience watching them, and can see why, because they're just dead funny. And I actually think, oh my God, they're such a cute couple. They're called Doodle Date, right? Doodle Date, and you'll see a little like character with blonde hair and a guy, and they're a couple that just go to random places. Like they'll go to a cafe and they'll draw what they're eating, but they're just dead funny. And he always does little silly voices and things to things, and they're just so cute, so funny. But I just find them very entertaining. They're just dead nice, dead down to earth, and they just draw random things that other people aren't drawing, and it's just great. And they'll show you stuff they're using. Like sometimes, what did they do the other day? They were drawing pictures and inking it in, colouring it in with Kool-Aid drink stuff, whatever that is. I know it's American, that. Or they've done ones where they've been painting in grape juice, or just mad things. But them two together are so cute. I thought, oh, I need to be like that. They're such a cute couple, but they sketch together. And I only just found them the other day from just looking at things on YouTube, and they're just dead funny. So I suggest, if you want to go and see a lovely couple that doodle things and illustrate things, and it's just funny. She's really funny and he's really funny. It's called Doodle Date, so I advise you to go and watch that. But look at other people on YouTube who are painting, because it's interesting when they first show their sketchbooks. Like I'm starting to show them sketchbooks. It'll show you from the beginning of where they were okay, and now they're like really good. But it's because they've practiced every day. I'm doing it every day. If I can't do it when Finn's awake, I'm doing it when I'm in bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. Or because I don't always sleep now, I tend to knacker myself out with painting, and it works, because when I do go to sleep, I'm really tired and I sleep all night. So I don't mind, instead of tossing and turning, or I'll be sketching first thing in the morning while Finn's having his breakfast. There's actually no excuse. You could be sketching on your dinner at work. You know, sometimes when I used to go work at a nursery, I used to get a bit bored. Sometimes we were on different dinner breaks, and sometimes there wasn't anyone in there. If you're bored, just get your sketchbook out, even if it's just a little bit and you have to finish off the next day. But if you don't like sketching, get your colouring book out and colour that in. But I've just started painting now because, I don't know, I just started drawing, and I thought, well, I need to colour them in with something, so I'll start painting, and I'll paint faces. And my girls tend to be, I call them witchy because I put the little crescent moon on, but that is my thing at the minute. Maybe my style will change. I might get into something in some sort of other paint, or my style of faces might change. I don't know, because I think you can do that, you know. It doesn't mean you have to stick to one sort of painting. Because when I do my characters, the characters that I've put up the other day, you know, my Luna Kitty and, what did I say they were called? Luna Kitty, was it Uni Love and Unimere? Them little cute little characters, they're like little characters. I'll be doing more little characters as well, but they'll be definitely making a feature on something. Not sure yet, because I think they're very cute. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to show you this in a minute. I can't see what I'm colouring in. I'm probably not. Because I'm finishing the hair off now. And then when I've finished the hair, I'm going to leave that. And then tomorrow I'll start making a go on the roses because they're quite big. They're going to take a bit of time. And then I'll have to do the face and then all the features will have to go in. I nearly made a boo-boo because I was talking to my friend when I was doing this earlier, doing the face. And I left the lips blank and I was like, oh my God, I've painted all the face in and I haven't left the eyes like where I can see them. And then I realised it didn't really matter anyway because she's got her eyes closed. They're not open, so I've got away with it because I didn't want, even if I messed up on the first one, like I said, it's about learning. I've never done this before, so, but I didn't really want to make a mess up on it because I sort of want to use it for myself, the tester one. But yeah, I think it's going to turn out all right. And then I've got 2 more. And then if they wash well and all that, because obviously if you're having a bag, you might take it out in the rain or it might get dirty, you might need to wash it. Not that you really wash your bags a lot, but you know what I mean. I will have to test it out. And then I may be getting some bags out there for Christmas, maybe. But like I said, these bags, the one that I'm doing at the minute, if people like the design, I guess I get very bored though. I hate doing the same designs if you've not noticed or I've said before, but I could do the same sort of design. Doesn't mean it's going to end up dead the same because I don't really duplicate what I'm doing because it's not like I've got a big printing thing and I would get very bored doing the same thing. I just like to go with the flow and whatever comes into my head, I want to do it. But I could do a couple, but then again, I might not because I hate doing that because I think, oh God, I'm getting bored. But I might do it. It might be slightly different or the face might be slightly different or it won't be exactly the same as the one I'm doing now because it won't be copied exactly the same. Maybe not in the same, the head might be in a different angle or something, you know what I mean? But I get very bored like that. I'm not really one for, if I do something, I might do it a couple of times, but I don't like doing the same thing. So most of my bags, I'm going to say, really will be all different. Even if the one that I'm doing now has got flowers around the face because it was taken off. I'll show you what was taken off in a minute. I get very bored. So it could be the same sort of one with flowers on, but the flowers might be different, the hair might be different in a different style, but it might be sort of off the same thing. But when I was talking about inspiration, this is what I mean. So I was sat there last night, drawing a face, watching a film or something was on in the background sort of thing, sort of half watching it and half not watching it. And I think it was Pacific Rim or whatever you call it. I've got paint all over me. And I was just looking at these. So the inspiration of which I'll show you when I've just painted this. Oh, it's nearly finished the hair. These flowers. So that gave me the inspiration to put. You can find inspiration anywhere. Just pick it up. It doesn't look like anything at the minute, but I don't know if you can see the roses. See the roses around the face? Which will be a face. It doesn't look like one at the minute. You can't tell yet because obviously it's not finished. And it all looks different when details in it, but that inspiration was off them in my front room. So you can get inspiration from anywhere. I just pick up, I know people get like blocked sometimes thinking, oh my God, how does she get inspiration? Like what? I can just like think, oh, I'll just draw this. It's like, I was just saying about Doodle Date, the couple, they're really cute. They will just sit there in a cafe and go, right, what we're going to do? Right, we're having a cup of tea, so let's draw a doodle about this cup of tea. And then they'll make a picture maybe around the cup of tea, as in people sat there in the cafe having a cup of tea, or it might be a cute little character of a teacup or something like that. You can get inspiration anywhere, and that's the magical of drawing because you can do anything. Lovely colours. Well, it will be when I've put the detail in and you see it come alive a bit more because she's got... Where's the drawing that I did? Did I show you the drawing? Oh, I've got art books. I've got art books everywhere. Where is it? Where's my little sketch? So let me see if I can find it. So everywhere. Sketchbook, where are you? You've gone for a... Where have you gone? Oh! I don't know where it is. I don't know. It's oh, it's here. It's behind the bloody camera. So the inspiration came last night on, I'll just show you in case you haven't seen it. I was going to do, this design was supposed to be for a bag, and this design probably will go on a bag at some point. This design will go on a bag. I drew this up in mind of putting it on a bag, but the one, that's sort of the outline design of the one that's on the bag now, which will have green hair. Flowers will probably be pink because it's going to be a bit of a pink design. She's got a moon on head and stars in hair. And I think there's some hearts dotted about the vis on, because you can change it up. So that was a design for a bag. I've dated that as well because I did that yesterday. I might even do that design. I did the little love heart mushrooms. I might do that design on a bag. A lot of my designs are going to be on bags. And last night, I'm really rubbish at drawing hands, but I was practising with a girl off Instagram. I think she was called Gemma Ward. I just came across a picture. I do follow her anyway. She just got lovely red hair. And it was a picture of her holding a rose. And I know it doesn't look brilliant at the minute, but I was just sketching about the hand's not that bad for me for getting that angle, because I'm normally really rubbish, but that's a thing I want to practice, and I will get better at it, because like I said, you practice and get better at it. So this is the book that I got from, when Finn got his little dog today because he's been ill, every time I go in the works I'm picking sketchbooks up, but that little sketchbook was, I think it was £2 or £3, and then I've got the big black one, this one. You might be put off by the size of this, but this one was £5. All my books are falling off. This one was £5, and it's you can watercolour and stuff on the paper, and that's the one with the picture that I'm doing, which I haven't finished off because I'm waiting for my tripod to come off so I can finish it off with you guys. And then I'm probably going to use this book for big pictures to do with you guys. Like a chat and paint with me. That's what I'm thinking, on the follow your art if anyone's interested. I'm not really bothered if no one's interested. I'm going to do it anyway. But that was on canvas. This was the idea. This is one of the ideas that's supposed to be going in a bag. So this lady with red hair, I will probably duplicate it again and put it on a bag. But that was a tester and I loved it that much. And that's going to be the art series I'm going to be doing on here, is Follow Your Art. But I'm going to be using this big book to do my paint along. Oh, it's heavy. It's going to fall off. Paint alongs with me on. And then this book I got today because I actually saw, I think, the guys on Doodle Day using these, but smaller ones. And I did want a smaller one, but they didn't have the size they had. So I got this big one. But yeah, I've showed it before. It's massive. But this one was a bit dear. It was £6, but it's still cheap for all that paper. And this is what I'm going to be trying sketching. Totally different things like flowers, plants, feet, my anatomy and stuff. In this one, I'm going to test in that one. And then I'm going to have a book for more of my whimsical stuff. And this is going to be more like, maybe like still art, real, still life, real, whatever you call it, blah, blah, stuff. I've just want loads of different sketchbooks with loads of different things. But like I said, you get yourself down there and it's mega cheap. And then this isn't a sketchbook. This is me. I can't even say it. But I've been doing my little bullet journal setups. I'm trying to get into it. And I've done my setup for this week. I found this in a magazine, and that's looks like a witchy girl to me because she's hanging headed up. And then my little hedgehog design. He might have to come in somewhere because he's quite cute. He's on the November page. Where is he? These are quite good if you do bullet journals or something where you don't have to draw in it, but if you do a little bit of art every day in it, you'll probably get better that way. But I'm going to show a bit more of these when I get more into it. But my little hedgehog guy there on my little page for November, and this is going to help me draw a bit more. And I filled it in with pencil this week. I'm going to go over it tonight with black ink and then fill the rest in for what I'm doing this week. I just got a bit distracted by Finn being poorly this morning, but I've just got loads of books everywhere, and that's why Finn's getting into painting, because he keeps seeing me doing it. But I think I finished the hair. But yeah, I don't know, is there any questions anyone wants to ask me about anything arty-farty? Not that I'm but I don't know. Did any of you do art at school, or not do it as necessarily you passed art, just did you like it but you didn't think you were good enough and you wished you could be better or whatever? Because I know some people do think that, they wish that they could be better at art, but the thing is, like I keep saying, don't look at someone's art and never think you could design or do something yourself. You can do it. You've just got to put work into it, and you've got to practice every day, really. Practice, practice, practice. If you can't practice every day, practice a couple of times a week, even if it's at work on your dinner break. If you want to, I just love drawing and that, because you can just go into your own little world. You can make your own little characters up. There's no one there to say it's right or wrong. It's whatever comes out of your head. Yeah, you did art and you're not very good, but I'm not that good, and I didn't do art at whatever, but I just really do believe in, if you practice, and don't put yourself down about it. Don't think, oh, I'm going to try and draw this, and then what happens is people start sketching, painting, for whatever medium thing they use in paint, just pencils. Some people just like doing sketches and doodles in books with pen and stuff like that. You don't have to paint. You could just be sketching things out and like going over it in ink and just leaving it like that. I want to start doing that as well, but don't ever put yourself down where you think, oh, I've just drawn this out, that doesn't look like that, oh, it's really rubbish. Just think, right, that's that one, date it, put it in a book, put the date on. The next day, try again. Don't try the same picture, try something else. Just keep trying whatever it is, and I swear you will get better, but you've got to put the work in. And it doesn't have to be anything stressing, just do a bit at night. It's quite relaxing, actually. I just love it. I was not very good at art at school, but it looks relaxing. It is relaxing. I find it relaxing. Some people might not find it relaxing. I think the trick is to keep things simple. Sometimes I mess my art up by trying to put too much details in it. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Thanks for saying that. Sometimes you can go a bit too... I think it's nice putting details in, but start off simple first, because I've tried that in the past, and then you're like, oh my God, it looks rubbish and I've messed up there. Do something simple, because there are simpler drawings. You know, I think, oh, that's quite a simple drawing. Start off simple, keep doing that for a while, do simple shapes and simple things, and then, I mean, you might just like the simple look. It doesn't mean you have to start doing things with detailing. You might not like that look. Some people do sketches and paintings where you can see the sketch marks in it and they paint over it, but you can see the line work and stuff. And that's I like some of that as well. Some people don't like that. Some people really like not a lot of outline on it. Some people like the outline on it. I don't know. Just keep it simple. It's like I said, get yourself to a charity shop, right? And like I said, if anyone's been on here who's not seen this, I got this. I've shown you this before. I got this book and another one. Where's it for? There's another 70s annual that I did. It has been on a post the other day. And I wanted to learn how to draw animals as well, because it's not just people that I want to draw. And even if I don't do animals to put up pictures to sell or whatever on my other works and stuff, but I want to learn how to draw them. So the best thing is, I thought this was a lovely book because it's vintage. And it's one of them lovely books where it's not glossy pictures. It's like this. I'll just show you a few pages. You can tell it's old. Yeah, the new craze for painting rocks, I was going to do. I haven't actually got around to it, but I think I should now. I've started painting, because when I first started off on YouTube, I did, not painting, but I used to do a thing called message dropping. I don't know if you saw it, where I'd write a nice positive letter, put it in a bag, or leave it on a bus or something for someone else to find. And now they're doing the thing with the pebbles where they're writing a quote or they're painting a picture on it and they're leaving it somewhere for people to find, because it's just a nice little thing in the world we live in today of shit things going on in the world and horrible things going on in the world and people being negative and people being horrible to each other. There's another challenge. And I did say ages ago, I have said that I would paint some pebbles, because I did collect some. And I painted one for Finn, my son, in his bedroom, and I painted a moon on it. And it said Sweet Dreams, and he calls it his Sweet Dream Stone. He loves stones. But it's because I'm taking him in country parks and he likes picking leaves up and stones. But I guess I could now. Because I did think at the time, I won't be able to paint on there, but now I think I could. And I've seen loads of people on Instagram that paint gorgeous animals on pebbles, like elephants' faces, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And I might have a go at that, just not to think it, just for myself and put them in a bowl. But I have seen that it's great. But this book was from the charity shop, and because I wanted to draw, I didn't think at the time. I just got it because I thought, oh, I might use that for like papers to photocopy to put in my journals that I make sometimes, or take some of the papers out. But because it's vintage, I didn't want to, and I thought I want to start learning how to draw paints and plants and animals. Well, it's got all this in it. And I love it because it's an older illustration from, let's see where the date is. God, I'll be hacking on here for 10 years. Where's the... It was published in 1978. So, look at it. I just love it. I love stuff like this. See... And it's not the glossy pages, it's the matte pages. See, it's got loads in it. All these animals. For reference for me, I just think it's fab. I just actually love the book. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but I think it's fab. It's an old vintage book. Look, that was the mushroom that I drew, but I drew my little mushroom and then I put little hearts on it, and I drew a couple of them and put that with that and little hearts on it. So you can... if you don't know where to start and you don't want to spend lots of money, it's like I said, go to the Works, look on eBay. The Works is brilliant. They've got pastel paint, pastel stick things. I've put some away for Christmas for myself because when I'm on my own, I just think, well, I buy myself a little cheap presents. I buy myself a couple of presents like a perfume or bits and bobs, and then I wrap them up and I put to me from me, and then back when Christmas comes, I forget what they are anyway. So it's still a surprise because I can't remember what I wrapped. So whatever. But if you go to the Works, they do oil paints, acrylics, they do pastel sticks, pencil crayons, water crayons, the books that I've just shown you, paintbrushes. You've got all your stuff there. You just need to go in and buy a few bits. Even, I'd just say start off with a sketchbook, a small one, where I've just put that one, a small one, about that size, because they do ones this size, for about £2. Pick yourself up. I got a pack of sketching pencils in a tin for about £2. Just start off with that. Oh, hi, Juice My Randomness. Not seen you for ages. Well, seen you on here for on saying hi for ages. Pick yourself up a packet of sketch pencils for £2. All you need is a sketchbook and some pencils, and just start off simple with that. Not painting, just sketching. Learn how to sketch a bit. Simple things. Get yourself in a charity shop. I got this in the kids section, but I just scan all the books. If I don't find anything in the adult section, go to the kids section. That's where this was, and it's an old book. And then I had an annual, and it's got loads of 70s illustration work in that and everything. It's brilliant. I can't wait to buy a doll of you when you make them. Yeah. What am I going to make them out of? I know that might be the next big thing. And I did pick up in my charity shop. They've got a bin with vintage, what they call vintage patterns, to make clothes. And they actually had, I'll show you next time because I don't know where it is, a vintage little thin magazine of dressmaking ideas, but it had illustrations of vintage drawings of women, and I thought, ooh, I do want to sketch vintage women in vintage dresses, and that style that's in, that sort of style that they've drawn in there. That's what I want to do as well. So it's great. You keep stalling. Oh, do I keep stalling? Oh, I don't know. Sorry if I keep stalling. I don't know. So start off cheap. Get yourself some pencils from the Works, sketch pencils. Just have a right nosy round the art area a bit and just have a look at everything. But I suggest get a cheap book, £2, £3 they are. A packet of pencils for about £2. Start off there. Get yourself in a charity. If you want a bit of inspiration, look on YouTube, whatever, Pinterest, Google stuff. If you want to, you can just Google girls and draw the faces or something and put your thing on it. Go in a charity shop, look in the kids section, everywhere, just look at the books, and if you see something with pretty pictures in that you like, or these sort of books with plants and different animals, get it and just sit there and just see if you can sketch it out. Don't get annoyed with yourself if it doesn't come out right the first go, or it looks like your giraffe ends up looking like a I don't know, something that just doesn't look like a giraffe. Just keep going. The next day, pick something else. The more you keep sketching, you'll surprise yourself. You will get better. So, I'm going to go now. So, this bag is looking, for anyone who's just popped on, I will be coming back. I'm waiting for my tripod because I broke it. And if I'm stalling, I'm really sorry. But so far, you can't even tell what it is. But I've coloured the hair in, and these are the flowers. And it's got no detail on it, but I will be carrying on tomorrow with this. I'm hoping Finn will be a lot better in the morning. I'm getting tired now. So we've been having snuggles all day and stuff. My house looks like a bomb site because he's had things out and my paintings everywhere. But I guess that's what it's like in this house. And, you know, if you think you want to try it, like I said, get yourself to the works and check out Doodle Date. It's called Doodle Date. They're a dead cute couple. And I'm going to go and watch them now, actually, while I have a brew and a bit of a chill now. And I'm sure I'll be posting on Instagram after on my Dolly Daydream. I've changed it to Dolly Daydream now because that's going to be my brand name. And it's Dolly Daydream on here. It's Dolly Daydream on Instagram. It's Dolly Daydream. Well, on Facebook, it's Janine Flannery, but my arty page is Dolly Daydream. Dolly Daydream Designs by Janine. And these bags will have Dolly Daydream down the side. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be going to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning and posting what I might be drawing tonight if I've not drawn myself out today. But thanks for watching, who's been on now and anyone else that may be watching later. And I hope I'm just inspiring you to, because look at me. I've not been to university or anywhere. Thanks. I've not been to university or anywhere or gone to art school. I'm just learning it all off my own back. So if I can do it, you can do it if you want to do it. Yeah, if you do want to know, because I'm rubbish at writing things below. I have 2 Instagram accounts, so you might have to find both of them. But one is Janine Flannery, and it says Dolly Daydream now. It used to say Soul Creations, Dolly Daydream, but that's my one I'm mostly on, and the other one was my old one. That there might be 2, there might be 1. Or does that say Dolly Daydream? Just let me check. Because on my phone, I've got a different one. And on this iPad, I've got... so let me check. On Facebook, it's Janine Flannery. And you'll see on my picture's got a bit of my artwork on it. And on... So let me check on Instagram. My Instagram is... My other one is Janine Flannery, and it says Nailicious by Janine, because that's where I'm supposed to be posting my nail things when I actually get qualified, which will, I know it's taking time, but I will do. But that, I do post pictures on there of my art stuff, but when I'm qualified, I will be putting more of my nails on it. My other one is Janine Flannery, and now it says Dolly Daydream. It was Soul Creations, but now it says Dolly Daydream, so you can find me on both of them. But my Janine Flannery Dolly Daydream is the one that I post the most on. And Facebook is Janine Flannery, and then on that I have a page called Dolly Daydream Designs by Janine, or you can just type in Dolly Daydream Designs by Janine. And that's my other page. And yeah, I'm knackered now, so I'm going to go, and I'll see you all probably, what day is it tomorrow? Can I just say before I go, when I'm going to start sketching things, I've decided, you all know I've got a tattoo. If you don't, I've got a tattoo. I've got one up here, and I've got one here. And it's like a witchy girl. It's not been finished off because, as you can tell, this side has not been shaded. But because I'm always like that, I forget. But I really, really need to get it sorted out before Christmas. It'll probably be in the new year. I think I'll have to get it sorted out for my birthday in February when I'm 41. But I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to go around here. So I'm not going to have a sleeve, but just at the bottom. But I just thought, why am I getting someone else? Because I saw this picture somewhere and put it together with a butterfly, so I sort of designed it, but I didn't design the face. The guy did it off something I'd seen. But I'm thinking, I'm so daft, me. I need to design my own tattoo and have it put on there. And it will be a bit witchy, so I'm going to think about that. And I am going to design my own tattoo. I'm going to get that shaded and design my own tattoo. I think that'd be a good idea. I can have a piece of my artwork on my arm. So... Finn was supposed to be going to his nana's tomorrow, but she said if he's ill, he's not. So, I probably will see you tomorrow at some point. I'll see you in the week anyway. If my tripod comes tomorrow, I definitely will see you because I've got to finish that big painting off. But if not, I think it'll be here by Wednesday. So I'll see you soon. Bye. don't forget, follow your art.